Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel, Alexa's Garden. In this video, I want to show you how to propagate hydrangeas in the fall. I really love hydrangeas, but let's be honest, they can be pretty pricey, and buying a lot of them would cost a fortune. Luckily, I found an easy way to multiply them, and now I can enjoy plenty of hydrangeas in my own garden. It's September here in my garden, Zone 5B, and this is the perfect time to propagate hydrangeas. So let's do it together. I've got two types of hydrangeas to work with, panicle hydrangeas and big leaf hydrangeas. Panicle hydrangeas do fine in neutral soil, but big leaf hydrangeas need something more acidic. So for each type, I'll be using a different mix with the right pH. For panicle hydrangeas, I'm using neutral peat with a pH of about 6 to 6.5. And for big leaf hydrangeas, I'll use acidic peat with a pH of around 4 to 4.5. Propagating perennials is such a fun and creative process. For my first sample, I'll use a panicle hydrangea called Mega Pearl. It's a large shrub that can grow up to about 6 to 6.5 feet tall, around 2 meters, and it even survives winters down in Zone 4. The second one I'll propagate today is the big leaf hydrangea Runaway Bride. Here's what the plant looks like. Those stems are so green and juicy. I've been propagating hydrangeas for a few years now, and the easiest way is definitely rooting cuttings. In just 3 to 4 weeks after rooting, you'll already have a brand new baby hydrangea shrub. But first, we need to prepare the substrate. I usually mix 1 part acidic peat with 1 part perlite or vermiculite. That way, it holds moisture well, but still stays loose and airy. Exactly what hydrangea cuttings love. I'll also need plastic containers, about 1 liter, roughly a quart. I fill them about 2/3 full with moistened mix. One more important step. Treat the soil with a fungicide to prevent fungal infections. To check if your mix is just right, squeeze a handful in your palm. If it holds together in a nice, moist clump without dripping or crumbling, you're good to go. Now let's cut our hydrangea cuttings. It's super easy, but you do need to do it the right way. First, I remove any faded flowers, then cut off a stem about 3 inches long. That's our cutting. Make sure it has at least 2 pairs of leaf nodes. I'll remove the bottom leaves, and that's exactly where the roots will start to grow. The best cuttings are softwood or semi-woody ones. They root the fastest. I've got about 11 potential cuttings here. Next, I'll trim off any extra leaves and make a diagonal cut at the bottom. And there we go! The first real hydrangea cutting ready for rooting. To boost rooting, I use a rooting hormone called Rhizopon. It's a pink powder. It is a bit pricey, so you can use something more affordable if you like. Just dip the end of the cutting into it, then plant it into the substrate. Be sure to bury the stem deep enough so the leaf nodes are in the soil. That's where the roots form. Once all the cuttings are in, I water them with a rooting solution called Radifarm. It's an excellent product from Italy. Then, I cover the containers with plastic to create a mini greenhouse and keep them in a cool, slightly shaded spot for 2 to 3 weeks. After that, you'll already have little hydrangeas with their own roots. This method works in spring, summer, or fall, but fall is the easiest season because the weather conditions are just perfect for rooting. And now, let me show you the baby hydrangeas I rooted 2 weeks ago. These cuttings already have their own root systems, and I'll be transplanting them into plastic cups. Look, you can already see the tiny white roots. The rooted ones form their own soil clump, which makes transplanting super easy. Each cutting can now go into its own pot. Here are some I've already transplanted, and just look at those healthy roots. Isn't this a gorgeous little new plant? Soon it will grow into a beautiful shrub in the garden. Now I'll wait for spring to plant them out and fill my garden with these lovely hydrangeas I propagated myself. And I want to remind you, you can do this too. There's still time to start your own hydrangea cuttings this fall. Thanks so much for watching. Tell me in the comments if you grow hydrangeas and whether you love them as much as I do. See you soon!